Chi-Town's finest.
Been asking you about my barbecue turkey recipe, so here it is. I got 2 nice sized turkey legs, some wine, Smirnoff, that's for later. We're not gonna put that in the in the turkey. We got some unsalted chicken stock. Got some veggies, got some garlic. I do recommend that you use elephant garlic because the cloves are much bigger. But this is fine. Just take about 4 or 5 nice sized cloves off and just crush them. If you don't know how to crush them, then there's plenty of videos on YouTube. Just crush it. Peel the skin off. Onion. Just slice the onions in half. Peel the skin off. Got some yellow peppers. I recommend anytime that, this is just my experience, anytime that you're using cooking chicken or any kind of poultry, turkey, yellow peppers and orange peppers are great. So I got everything cut in half. I did pull all the white stuff out of the peppers. You can use any kind of peppers that you want, really. But like I said, yellow is pretty good, or orange. I'm going to kind of douse it with olive oil just so I can get some flavor, and also to let it drip down and get the grill going, because I want to put those on the grill. As you can see, I have charcoals on one side of the grill. So I'm going to use a plate here, just so my garlic cloves and won't fall through and whatever else. Much easier that way. Put my peppers on there. As you can see, it is flaming up after the oil is dripping down into the grill. Also got some carrots too. Just when you put the carrots on there, just use it like a peeler and just peel the outside skin off the carrots. Cut them in about 2 or 3 pieces, and gonna let those char up a little bit. Probably about 15-20 minutes. I don't know. It all depends on how hot your grill is. Just kind of constantly watch it, turn it over. Okay, as you can see, I do have a little char on it. I'm actually going to take them off now. As you can see, that's a nice char on that one pepper there. So just kind of flip them around until you get like a little kind of like even char on all sides. And I want to, the onion's done when it starts falling apart. So, and as you can see, I got some wrist knots on the sit side. So right. Okay, those are about ready to come off, so I'll just take them off and let them cool down. And then I'm going to actually just put some, once the charcoals turn white, just add some extra charcoals on it. You don't need to put in a little more lighter fluid on there and all that kind of crazy stuff. Okay, now I'm actually going to put my turkey legs on directly over the fire there. I'm not going to cook them. I'm just going to get them kind of like brown, just to add some smoky flavor, a little bit, just to intensify the smoke into the turkey legs. And just kind of keep turning them around until they kind of a little brownish color. Probably about 15 minutes. Just constantly turn them and watch them, make sure they don't burn. Now my veggies have cooled down. I'm actually going to put them in the blender now. So I'm going to kind of like, if you need to, cut them up into smaller pieces, and then just add a little chicken stock in there. just so it can emulsify. And I'm also going to add some wine. If you're not used to I do not really recommend this unless you are used to cooking with wine. I've done this so many times, I'm always like experimenting, but what's going to happen is you're going to use the wrong wine. It's going to like overpower it. It's going to taste nasty. So I don't recommend using any wine. You can put some of that bourbon sauce in there. Otherwise, just put the chicken stock in there and just leave it like that. And I'm just going to blend it up real good. I don't want it too thin. I want kind of like to get almost like a gravy consistency, so it's just kind of pulse it a few times. Yeah, that should about do it right there. That should be great right there. And I'm just going to pour it directly on top of the turkey, and that's really all there is to it. Just see how thick it is. That's a little thick, so I'm going to add some liquid to it. If you have like a smaller grill and you cannot use indirect heat, I do recommend putting a little water in there just so you won't burn it. But I'm using indirect heat, and we're actually going to put the turkey legs on one side of the grill, the side without the fire up under it. So I really don't need this much liquid, but I'm just doing this just in case, just to make sure that you guys don't burn it up, because this will burn if you get too much heat up under it. I'm going to add a little more chicken stock too. But like I said, you just put the emulsified veggies in there and a little chicken stock. And if you're going to cook it slow, that should do it right there. Okay, then as you can see, everything's pretty much. You don't want to put too much liquid in there, otherwise it's going to kind of dry the turkey out, So just get some heavy-duty foil, aluminum foil, cover it up. Make sure it's kind of airtight. Don't punch any holes or anything else, anything crazy like that up in there. Just go ahead and cover it up with the foil. And then when I put it back on the grill, okay, on the cool side, once again, I'm going to add some more charcoals on there, and it is going to smoke very good. And as you can see, I have the turkey on the other side on the top rack, so I can cook it nice and slow. And I'm just gonna I'm probably gonna just guesstimate. It depends on how hot your grill is. About 2 hours, anywhere between 2 and 3 hours. That should probably about do it. And that's about every 30 minutes or so. Just kind of just turn the pan around, just so you can get some even cooking. Because if you touch the top of it, you will see that the side towards the fire is hotter than the side away from the fire. So just kind of, just like I said, every 30 minutes, just rotate it, get some even cooking going on up in there. Now, been cooking for a couple hours now, almost. It's a little bit slower than I wanted it to cook. So that's cool though. Anyway, I'm just going to add some flour in there just to thicken it up a little bit for the gravy. So I'm just going to take the turkey legs out for 1 second, just so I can put the flour in there and mix it up. I am going to put the turkey legs back in there. And if you want to, if you notice, I haven't added any salt yet, because salt will actually help dry the turkey out, because salt draws moisture out. So like I said, no salt for the first couple hours. If you want to put some salt in there, you can put the salt in now. I got my flour in there, just kind of stir it around. Try to get most of those lumps out of there. Don't worry about it, because as it cooks some more, that lumps will actually just kind of dissolve. The flour will dissolve more into the liquid. Okay, so I put the turkey legs back in the pan after I put the flour and a little salt in there. Now this time I'm going to cover it back up because it's getting late, right? And the cook is a little bit slower than I expected. So I'm going to put this directly over the charcoal this time, so get some direct heat. And I'm actually going to leave it vented to get a little more smoke in there. You don't necessarily have to vent it. You can still put it back on the side or whatever if you want to cook a little bit slower. And if you want it, less smoky flavor inside. Okay, so we're now that's about how you want it. Put a fork in there. It should have a little tension. You don't want it to cook until it falls off the bone. Otherwise, the actual turkey meat will be very dry. So just it's gotta have at least a little tug on it. That's how I like mine. Okay, back in the kitchen. It's about done. I pulled it off the grill, let it sit for about another 15-20 minutes. Look at that gravy. That is awesome right there. Okay. So I got me a little rice. Put a little bit of that gravy on top. That smoked gravy with all those nice smoked veggies in there. Yes, that is so awesome. Oh yeah, and I forgot I did make some greens too. Gotta have some greens, that's mandatory right there. Okay. Put that turkey leg over that bed of rice. As you can see, it's very smoky. As you can see by the color, it's red as hell. Get some of the mustard greens with them Hisam hocks. Oh yeah. Mandatory. Give it a little taste. Look at that turkey there. That is, man, perfect. Perfectile. Look how juicy that is. Let me go ahead and take me a bite. Damn. Maybe you want to go to I-57 and slap the motherfucking cashier. Like, what the fuck is y'all doing back there? Oh yeah. That is fire. Trust me, you make this, you'll want to make this every time you fucking barbecue. Big dog out.